Hey everyone, it's Overinspected episode 32. In case you forgot, last week we were discussing the history of Berkeley Cube Club and NorCal Cubing in general, and we left off with Carrie about to ask Antonio a question. And in this part, we're mainly going to be talking to Berkeley Cube Club about their experiences and some other stuff. Enjoy.
I wanted to also talk about what Berkeley Cube Club is like in 2023, because I think the three of us who are in this call, we talk a lot about when we were in college, but that period has passed. I know, Anto, you said you thought that Cube Club was on its way out a year ago.
Yep.
So I guess if you could talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, okay. So when I came here for the first time, this was the first post-COVID year in Berkeley, which was 2021. I guess Cube Club lost a lot of momentum during COVID, given that Cube Club meetings during COVID kind of not very fun, and also there weren't any comps during COVID as well, and so those are the two main things that two of the three main things that Cube Club does very often, and without those things it's not too fun and people don't join. So I believe the only 2020 freshmen that joined I think there were two people, and one person went to one meeting and just left for everything else. So yeah, COVID Cube Club meeting was not great. And then I think that sort of idea where we lost momentum sort of happened when I joined. There weren't too many freshmen from my year joining Cube Club other than me and a few other friends later in the second semester. And at the spring semester in spring 2022, Cube Club meetings right at the end of semester would be 3 people per meeting, which was not, it made me not feel very confident. Then next fall, for some reason, just have a bunch of these guys join.
Goons.
Yeah.
The goons showed up.
So these guys showed up, and then all of a sudden the Cube Club member count per weekly meeting went from 3 to 15, and I don't know what happened, but it happened. So
for some context also, when I was in Cube Club, we were calling it the golden age of Cube Club. That was supposedly the best the club had done at any given time. And back then, we only had 8 people showing up per meeting. So these guys literally have double the number of people in Cube Club, active members, which is crazy. Ratio.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
the ratio is 2 to 1. Yeah.
Ratioed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
God.
It's great. And now I think this year, or specifically this semester, we've had a lot of Berkeley competitions. This is not good. It's not a good thing, but I think if I counted correctly, we have had 6 in Berkeley this semester, which is a lot more than 2.
Wow,
So,
that is absurd.
Yeah.
That is a lot more than 2.
It's
I
more
mean,
than one a month.
we're kind of Anto, you've definitely taken the reins a lot more on frequency of competitions, but I find it practical, but also a little bit humorous in general, how the Bay Area has just decided that the numbering system is just going to continue.
It has to. It has to continue until a specified number.
So right now we're on Basque 46 before this, or when this airs, Basque 46 will probably just. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot to mention.
That's
okay, whatever.
2/3.
I'll throw this at the beginning. But Basque 46 is going on right now as this is coming out, so you should also go watch it.
Wait, this is coming out
I totally
during...
forgot. Yeah. Wait, it's literally happening right now. So, oh god.
Well,
Yeah. So once this is done, once you've done listening to this, go onto our YouTube page and go watch that. Anyway, do you remember Basque 20? What it was, Manu? You were there. I was there. I have no clue. You were there. It was Fremont. Okay. So one thing I do remember. One thing I will say is last year, this exact weekend. Oh wait, no. It was the weekend before this weekend. Wait, was it
Mill Valley? It was Mill Valley.
No, it wasn't Mill Valley. It was Basque. It was Basque 30. It was Basque 30 and
32 live.
Basque 32 live is
30.
No, Basque 32 lives was a year ago and 2 weeks from now.
Oh
but
my god.
This exact weekend, last year, I'm pretty sure was Basque 30. Actually, today. It was today last year. I'm pretty sure it was Basque 30.
Was it? I thought it was
Wait, no,
last
no,
week.
Wait, no, that was retreat last
No,
year.
Basque
Yeah,
30, Basque 31 AMB.
It must have been-
That was Mill Valley.
It
No,
was
I
the week
remember that
before.
the weekend right before retreat last year was Basque 30. So it must have been like 423 or something.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe
I-
it was.
So that means that in a
Oh wow! It's,
Lot of
we've had
comps.
we've had 16 numbered Bay Area competitions in a year.
Imagine, and then that's excluding Berkeley comps, which have been happening.
Right, which
Right.
have been happening, yeah.
So it is pretty bizarre. I don't know really at the end of the day, because I think we're the only region that has like this bizarre numbering system. Like we haven't reset it at all.
Yeah.
I don't know how we compare in terms of frequency and volume and capacity. We have a pretty decent mix of volume, like the amount of competitions occurring, and the capacity of competitions occurring. The competitions generally tend to be on the larger side.
Yep.
Like I'll still pull up delegate reports to this day with like 70 competitor competitions quite frequently, all over, right? And then it's nothing short of like at least 150, 120, 200 for the Berkeley ones, right? And like right now our challenge is finding bigger venues at an affordable cost. Like that's the only challenge, right? Otherwise
Yeah,
we would do it more
Perennial issue.
I think that's the
Not
That's a
perennial. I
good
guess.
problem to have.
Even more frequent than perennial.
so yeah, our region we've done a lot. I think we could be way better, but you know it's really but I wanted to say that in terms of like the Bay Area competitions, Anto, you've like really taken the torch, and it's been quite interesting to see in a good way.
Opposite of what?
But I think but yeah, I mean that's the same issue that I don't know if it's an issue, but it's a similar deal that I think Australia as a region has to deal with, like
Right.
big venues
Yeah.
to like fit all their demand,
and their
right? Like it's
stationary
not an
stations. Can't forget about that.
and they're what?
They run stationary,
what?
so they have like 40 stations as well.
Oh, I mean that I don't know,
You gotta
but like
remember
I mean
that.
they have a ton of competitors.
That's wild.
Right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, they have a ton of competitors, and from my understanding, it's very well run. But like, I think that's the only region I can think of off the top of my head with like that type of demand. Like, and they hold a decent amount of comps, for country/continent.
Yeah,
I have no
I feel
idea.
I'm very bad at geography, so I'm literally gonna butcher Australia's like definitions.
Well, it's literally both, so you got that right.
Okay, there you go. Sorry, Australia.
Yeah,
Could you consider?
but they're not up to 46. There's no like
They don't have
Aus-
a numbering system.
yeah Australian
so-
cubing 45.
Yeah, so one thing I will say is because of our weird numbering system, right? It's actually really easy to look up Bay Area comps that are going on. Because for
Oh,
example,
yeah.
I want to know Bay Area 47, like what the events are, right? I don't need to like go and bookmark it or whatever. I can just type in the WCA search bar 47 and like a bunch of stuff will show up, but one of them is gonna be Basque 47. It's just like, all right, easy. I just want this one. It's
Yeah,
quite
it-
convenient
it's
that
so
no
much
other competitions
faster.
have like
Yeah,
no. Yeah, it's so much
He
faster.
wanted to rename Western Championships into Cubing USA WCC Western Championships 2023, aka Bay Area Speed Cubing 52.
52.
And then the competition nickname would be CUSA WCC West Chomp 2023 Basque 5223.
Oh my goodness.
It's getting way too confusing.
Dude, imagine what cat, man.
Yeah, they'd be like, what are you doing?
Like F you too. Oh god,
And
sorry.
we don't want to confuse the new cubers who are like 8 years old and barely know how to read.
I feel like hold on. I feel like our nomenclature is very forgiving for what cat members. So I hope that you know.
I guess that is
It's
true.
very straightforward. Like, what's the reason for the name? It's the next comp. You know?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I guess it's like after Basque like 46, you know what's coming next. Like, it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, when's 47?
There is some interesting quirks about organizing Basque competitions where if you're not super tactical with your scheduling, you could announce, like, for example, you could announce 48 before 47.
Yeah, this happened.
Yep.
And
literally
yeah, it's happened. And it's happened before. Oh, it's happened recently?
It just happened today, actually, that a comp got renumbered.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, so the
Which
competition.
one?
Okay, by the way, I do want to talk about 625 at some
Oh,
point,
okay.
but the
Just
625
today.
comp was originally 47 and got renumbered to 48 now.
Wait. Really?
Yes.
Yeah. It got renumbered today.
Well, see, this is how smart I am. I know things happen without me knowing it happened.
You're too in tune with the system. I
Oh
guess.
God. But yeah, like that happens because like the planning tends to be funky, and then you think this is 47, but wait, I can actually do 47 now, so that one's 48. Sorry, what cat? Can we do this real quick? You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wait, you said you wanted to talk about the 625 comp? Oh, 625.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have to talk about that at some point because we're doing NorCal culture. But before we do that, I do want to ask stuff of the lovely guests that we have. I think it's kind of sad if we just have them here and then we don't ask them anything. But the thing is, I can't really think of exactly what to ask, so I'm just gonna ask something like, how has your Cube Club experience been so far?
We'll start on the left, Ben.
Okay, yeah, Ben first.
Yeah, so I was actually, I guess, I don't know if they can hear me.
Just sit here.
Okay.
Sit here.
Oh yeah,
We'll do
yeah,
this.
cool.
Cool.
This will be the chair.
Oh, you're in the hot seat now.
It's like a character select screen.
Oh, it's like a character select. So right now we're selecting Ben.
So, I was actually a bit of a weird case because I only started cubing after, like, my sophomore year of college. It was like a year and 2 months ago now.
Okay,
Was when I started.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then over the summer, I found out, like, not about Cube Club, but about Anto. And then Anto dragged me into Cube.
Was it through some Facebook group? or,
No,
like-
so I was friends with Eric, who is not here today.
Oh,
but he's
yeah.
another member of Cube Club.
Oh,
And then-
Eric. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Eric, like Eric noticed I was getting back into cubing, and so Eric also got back into cubing, and then Eric found, like, Eric was like interacting with Anto a lot as a member of, was it TIO?
Yes.
Yeah. So as a member of, like, another student organization, they interacted a lot, and so I ended up getting dragged into here, and it's been pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, I think it's like impressive how many events that you're getting into, like just knowing that's only been about a year for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's like all these blind events. I mean, that's the big thing that I was like telling them earlier is like,
Dude, Antonio has poisoned
maybe it's
these guys'
Antonio, but,
mind. Like,
it's all
this is
come on,
crazy.
Anto.
something blind.
For reference, the last person who got this deep into blind was Aaron. When Isaac first taught Aaron how to do blind, and then Aaron learned 3-style in a summer. And Aaron went hard on 3-style. That was like the only thing he did that summer. It was,
I guess
it was very intense.
have you talked about the decal at all?
Have we? I think we talked
I
about that.
did
That's
a little bit.
yeah, like that's
we
what-
didn't go into details about what decal is all about, right?
Yeah.
So you can talk about it.
Yeah, that was another thing that, like, I think really got me into the club was the fact that we, like, run this, like, decal. So decals stand for Democratic Education at Cal. So it's like a student-run course where you can essentially propose a topic, and if you get enough approval by the university, you can just run it for, like, credit. So we run a 1-unit course where we teach people how to solve a cube, and they run 2 sections, right? They run an advanced section for people who already know how to solve and are looking to get faster, and they run a beginner section for people who are just learning. So the funny part is when Cube Club members decide to go and take the course themselves, and they just sit there and they just cube for an hour, and then they get credit for the course.
And the threshold you need for credit is like a minute 50 or something like you know you'd be able to get easily.
Exactly. So yeah, that was another thing that was really fun, and I'm planning to teach it next semester as well.
Are you gonna teach it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like all of the teachers are Cube
Wow.
Club members.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's very
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
it's kind of fun. It's like you can vouch for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's like
yeah,
That's
teaching
so
the
funny.
teaching the decal was so much fun because it was cool to see like other people like learn how to solve, and we've definitely gotten lots of Cube Club members from like they were originally students too. Here's a fun fact. So the first time, so I was mentioning Ryan Lee earlier. The first time Ryan actually, what happened is that he found out about Cube Club because he tried to sign up for the decal. So he's like, yeah, I want to sign up for the advanced class. I want to get faster. And then Ryan Ju is the guy who's like, okay, like what, you know, like how fast are you? What do you know? He's like, yeah, I'm 12 seconds. And Ryan Ju is like, he's just like, you cannot take this class. You like this is not meant for you. We have
You're
literally
supposed to
no one to
teach
teach
this
you.
class.
Don't take the class. Yeah, exactly. You should teach the class instead. And I think that's what ended up happening.
Oh god. Freaking Ryan.
Yeah. I mean, both rides, freaking rides on both ends here.
Okay, I guess Cindy should go next.
Okay.
Yeah. Well.
All right, welcome Cindy.
Welcome,
Oh.
Cindy.
I'm
It's
still
the
a
next
freshman,
character.
but yeah. Basically, I joined like this year. Like I joined like right after I got into Berkeley. I wasn't cubing that much until I found out about Cube Club, and then I started improving. So like I just practiced more, and then I started improving more. So there's that. Yeah, it's really cool to have people help me like learning stuff, which is like something I didn't have in high school.
Right, because in high school.
You do a lot of 4x4, right?
I
5 by
5
5.
5 by 5, yeah.
5x5 too.
Well, and blind,
Oh,
right?
God.
Like you have like a 1 minute blind single, which
Yeah, I
is.
think
Two
so.
1 minute blind singles.
Oh yeah, that's even better.
I got
Yeah.
Yeah, very
finally got
very
my flying
impressive.
successes.
And you've got a lot of comps now. Your first,
Oh,
your
yeah.
first FMC comp that one time.
Yeah, like before coming to Berkeley, I only went to one comp in 2019. It was like an FMC comp. I sat there and took a test.
I know it feels like taking a test.
Yeah,
Wait, your first comp was an FMC comp?
yeah.
2019?
So like, I
Wait,
didn't
what was
find
that? What was that like? Did you know what you were expecting?
Where
Like,
was this?
Did you
I
know
knew
what was gonna
it
happen? going into it?
FMC, like, cause there weren't any like comps near me at the time. Like I'm from Irvine, so like there weren't many Irvine comps. And then even if there were, like it fills up like really quickly, and I don't really check. And then I went to like Berkeley. I went to like 9 comps or something.
Oh,
yeah.
like
the
in 9
first
months,
year.
9 comps.
Yeah.
Well, when you were in high school, did you know anyone else in your school who cubed?
I know like 2 more people, but they're like kind of slow. So.
Oh, so it's like you had to come to college to meet people who are like on your level.
Oh man. Yo, this episode's gonna blow up and then those 2 people
Oh.
see this.
No, I'm sure
Yeah.
they know. Right? Like,
Yeah,
I think cubers kind of know their place on the totem pole.
Oh god.
Yeah, geez, dude, Cindy really just like was calling out. It's like, yeah, they were like no good, you know, just complete bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I
Hey,
mean, like,
Irvine's gotta step up their game.
Yeah,
helped-
true.
I
Oh,
helped
God.
starting a club at my high school, but then like one person showed up other than the boards, so it was like not great.
Wait, so did it dissolve then, or like did?
Yeah, it just dissolved.
Aw, that's sort of like what happened to like Stanford Cube Club. It sort of happens if there just isn't. It doesn't click. There isn't the chemistry.
Right, yeah.
Exactly.
Which makes it even more crazy that Berkeley has managed to be here.
Survive and
Yeah.
thrive.
I'm gonna
It-
speak
it-
up here.
God,
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah,
if we
feel
can
free.
go
Yeah.
Anto, 3
What?
years, 20-year anniversary.
Oh god.
Oh, it's 2026.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah.
That's wild, right?
I don't think we are graduating 2026.
So like
I'll
when
be
when did you
oh
graduate?
That's crazy. Though.
I know.
Genuinely crazy.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
sure Edison's
I think
it's even crazier. 'cause he was
Shelly Chang's got a 20-year anniversary in
there. This year, right?
Yeah, this year.
I just don't
Yeah.
remember which
What
month.
math
So
number
shout out
are
to
we
Shelly
on,
Chang.
Oh, like 100,
Past the specified
Yeah.
number.
123.
True.
Wait, Ben, were you gonna say something a bit earlier?
Yeah, so about like Berkeley Cube Club surviving, like I think you're talking about like how like it clicks is like a big part of it, right? Like I think the real reason the club is like surviving today is because we're all like friends and like we're all goons, right? Like that's the real reason.
Yeah, the
I mean,
goons.
well, yeah,
This is
like-
like how it happens, right?
Like right now we're all on like cubing retreat, but it's sort of just like friends going traveling together.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I feel like it doesn't like a community like this can't really survive if there's not like this kind of like friendship like network that happens over time. It like kind of falls apart inevitably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if it's a bunch
It
of
just
people-
sort of happens. Like it either happens or it doesn't, which makes it all the more unique and special. So like, yeah, you'll never really know what happens down the road, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Tim's turn.
Tim's turn?
It's
All right,
Tim,
Now,
Tim,
I think I'm
Tim's
gonna,
time.
I'm gonna select this character.
Welcome, Tim.
So
I know you're good at clock.
Oh.
Sorry, I mean, it just that was the first thing I like when I first went to the club meeting. I saw you doing clock, and you were getting like 12. So
Okay, so
Oh,
fun
God.
fact, I do clock because my first name is Tim, my last name starts with an E, so my name is Time.
Oh, interesting.
That's my
Oh,
That's
okay.
wait,
That's the
one-
whole reason.
That's one reason. The other reason was because Anto last time was scrambling clock and expressed his disdain for clock, and I said, I think I want to do clock now.
I guess
Just
if
to piss
someone
him
hates
off?
it,
Just
you
to piss off the
gotta
Anto.
you gotta love it.
And I think it's been working, and I think it's worth it.
It's not working.
Excellent.
working.
Wait, excellent. This is exactly what the clock solving community needs. We just need trolls, dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah. I have you ever tried the Ling Out clock, Tim?
I don't know
Not a bad one.
No, I
Oh shit, he's convulsing.
Dude,
Not
that
bad.
Ling Out clock was no joke. like when that clock existed, I thought Manu was a psychopath. Like I was like,
Yeah, I think it's
why are you interested?
these days it's so much easier to like clock because like they actually turn well. But yeah.
So in high school, we actually had a cube club that was like pretty active, but we didn't have like, if we had comps, it filled up quick, and that's why now at Berkeley, like I only went to like one comp in 2016, like before coming to Berkeley, and then I came to Berkeley, and now I know all the comps are happening because of Anto.
Whoops.
And then
Wait, so you have a 2016
Oops.
ID then?
yes, I do.
Wait, it's cool to have that longevity. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I joined the club because I didn't know about the club, but I found Anto on a I think it was a class Discord or something, and then I saw Rue in his name, and I used Rue, and I didn't know any Rue solvers before that. So then I was like, hey, you use Rue, and then yeah.
So you just chose to use Rue's
The Rue
separately
Goons
from
unite.
Anto. Like,
So a fun thing is that somehow independently of Anto using Rue, we have like half the club uses Rue, which is super weird. But I learned Rue independently of Anto. I just did it because I was boarding class like during like Zoom school. So
I mean,
Wait, that's so funny.
I think it's
I mean,
good to
Rue
have
is a
like
really
the
good method.
method
It's like
diversity.
very, very important. It's debatably better than CFOP efficiency wise.
Anto.
Okay, we'll save this for
We can save
another
the
episode.
hot
We don't have
takes
time
for
to
you.
get into this.
I
But Rue is awesome, right? Like I love it. I love it.
I think it's really funny that like wait, so all of you so all the Rue solvers are completely independent of each other? Like no one picked up Rue from anyone else?
I think almost
Somewhat,
everyone.
almost.
There might be like one person who,
Yeah.
but 3 out of the 4 of us here use Rue.
With 4 out of the 5 of us, right?
Well,
Okay.
I mean, Cindy
Yeah,
also
'cause
uses
Carrie's
it for
also
OH.
rude.
Oh,
Okay,
true.
so
Yeah.
all of us can solve Rue.
Yeah.
Like whether or not it's our main
Yeah.
method, we don't know. But for OH, it's 5 out of 5.
Yes. For
Yeah.
OH, we all use Rue.
I feel like like the younger like the cuber is, the
That's
higher
crazy.
proportion of Rue there will be. Because you go to like Edison's
That's crazy.
generation, like none of Edison's friends would use Rue.
Dude, not even that. Like even when I was in Cube Club, I don't think anyone like no one mained Rue.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it was just not a thing that you did back then.
Yeah,
Hold on. I'm trying to think of anyone. No one, Manu. I feel like someone did Rue.
No, I don't think anyone mained Rue. Tiffany used ZZ,
Tiffany
and
uses
everyone else
ZZ.
was CFOP.
Wait, Manu,
Man,
didn't-
ZZ's been put on the back burner.
Oh well, ZZ is a dead method
still
at
on
this
the
point.
website.
So
Wait, I
It's still on the
So on the Berkeley Cube Club website, it hasn't been updated in a while, and as for the
Oh,
under
God.
the advanced speed solving methods, it only lists CFOP and ZZ.
really.
Yeah.
So that was
okay.
a
So
time when ZZ was bigger
here's
than Rue.
here's the reason why. So first of all, I was the one who made that website. because
Oh,
the
really?
old
Oh,
website-
it
but
hasn't
there was
been
no old
updated for a
website. It
while.
just didn't exist. So I remember I think I asked Zod like to look up like can you find some like resources for like speed solving methods? And I think he only looked up CFOP and ZZ and then just got bored and tired and didn't look up the other ones. That's why only CFOP and ZZ are listed there.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
Yeah, that website needs a major update because I think I was the last one who updated it, which is a major problem.
Good thing almost the entire club is CS.
CS. I was gonna say
No.
like don't we have software engineers who can, I don't know.
Yeah, classic.
Bring it up to date.
Classic.
Use React. Someone said they were gonna learn React over the summer.
That was me.
Oh, that was you. Oh my god. Well, if you're up for it.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss, Antonio.
It's fine. You could update it once and then have it not be updated for another 10 years.
Oh my god! And then by like
Perfect. Whoa,
20,
give me some credit there,
30,
okay? I last updated it
Yeah,
3
there'll be
years
some
ago.
new method, and they're like, "I can't believe you're not using ZZCT," or something ridiculous like that.
Oh god, ZZCT.
Freestyle.
A lot of people were into that
Freestyle.
back in the day.
Yeah, everything on that site is also broken. I remember I made like a little timer function for the decal students so they can just use, but I think that timer can't calculate averages. You can't like when you refresh the page, you lose all your time.
Oh.
Yeah, it was absolutely terrible.
Oh god.
There's a leaderboard. Did you know?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yes,
I did
on the
hear that
website.
there's a leaderboard now. Yeah.
No, like on the website.
Yep.
So you
Oh,
you
wait,
tested
that's
it and,
sick.
like, oh, that's kind of impressive.
Did
Like,
you not put it there?
For decal students or?
No, I didn't put it
I
there.
forgot who made it. I think
Yeah.
Chet made it, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Chet was part of Cube Club?
Well, I mean, Aaron asked Chet to do stuff. I don't know, but
Okay.
I
So
think-
Aaron
yeah.
outsourced the job.
correct.
All right. Well, what else is due?
well, it's important for like the torch to keep getting passed to the next person. Once someone gets like tired of, I don't know, developing web pages, just give it to someone else.
Fair enough. I'm surprised Chet was able to deal with the mess of code that I had thrown. Because I remember I wrote that timer code, I think in like 2 hours, maybe. When I was just sitting at Kresge, I didn't want to do any work. And I was just like, I'm going to make a timer for the website.
Well, it's
Oh god.
it's improved over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, what an absolute mess. But yes, I'm quite happy to see that Berkeley Cube Club is still surviving and quite alive. And I'm glad that you guys are all having fun.
Yeah. I mean,
4 times.
we are here near Yosemite. I don't know if I already mentioned that in this call.
See,
And
I always wonder, if like other cube clubs like across the US or maybe just other regions across the US, if they have this like similar experience that we have. And the
There's
reason
no way.
the reason why is because your only glimpse into that experience, if you're not there in person, is through the lens of content creators, right?
Oh yeah. I was
And then
thinking, like,
this is really weird. Like, I wouldn't call us content creators. Like, it's just us talking about like our experiences about it.
Yeah.
Or like, definitely not like a few years ago, right? Like, that was the only way that you would hear about other experiences. I think, like, for example, like for like anything that happened on the East Coast, for like any of the culture or the crowd there, like you would only hear about it through like YouTube videos.
yeah, I
Right,
mean,
yeah,
that
yeah.
reminds
So
me
I
of like,
wonder if people's experiences are like similar to ours and we just don't know about it because
they don't
no one
film
talks about it.
well, like that reminds me of that whole, not click, but like the group of friends like DG Cubes, Derpy Cuber, #Cuber,
Mhm. Yeah,
and that
yeah.
programming Cuber, and like they're all on the East Coast, and they made a lot of videos back in like 2015, 16. And
Don't
I
they
think,
actually have the biggest podcast in the world? That's
oh, like
really
the
speaking
Del
of-
Sony.
That's the Del Sony, right?
Okay, wait.
Yeah,
But
shout
they
out
haven't
to
uploaded
DG
in
the
a while,
artist,
so
follow
we're
on
still the best.
Spotify.
We're still the
Okay,
one.
yeah. Friendly competition, Del Sony.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I haven't been keeping track about like if they've been making episodes recently, because I know like they started in 2015, so they're probably the longest running.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what you consider as active or not active. Because I don't think they've made one in a while. At least several months, if not like a year.
Right. Well, I guess.
So, okay, how about this? We are the greatest speed cubing podcast to be released on May 6th, 2023. How about that?
I like
True.
that.
That is
I
very
like
true.
that.
There's not much competition, so I guess it's vacuously true.
Hey, I love the phrase vacuously true.
I know.
I think it's
like a
so funny.
backhanded compliment. Yeah.
Yes,
Wait.
indeed.
Do we want to?
I have
bring in
a
the other
question.
6
I have a
members?
question for you
Oh,
three
yeah,
real
we should
quick.
bring the people.
If they're not busy, like maybe.
They won't be busy.
They're all
not
at
busy.
the dining table cubing.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I should
Wait.
go make boba.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
should go
It's
do
almost
it.
There's more people in this house.
There's 10
Yeah.
people in this house, and
Yeah.
also the
Oh,
house is actually
God.
big enough for 10 people. Like there's like like this bed here is like a king bed, so it already has room
Yeah.
for 2 people.
If it's like, you could even fit
Oh
3
my
if you
God.
wanted to.
Bed
Like-
tour.
Yeah.
Bed tour, okay.
I know, like like room tour, like YouTube vloggers showing their bedroom. Yeah, that's what we are.
This is some random place in Yosemite.
It's
Yeah.
like
Should we bring all these guys in and then
Hello,
outro the
friends.
podcast?
So this
Yeah,
is
I think that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
hello Berkeley
Wow.
friends.
Hello, friends. Hello.
Oh my goodness, there are more goons.
There are more goons.
Wait, okay, so
The
first of all,
goons
you
are
guys cool
never
with me mentioning-
ending.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Kazu
So, like-
and Jason, and
Jason, hello.
I guess to you, this is
What's up?
Manu and Michael, and we have this podcast together called Overinspected, and we just talk about like anything speed cubing related.
Okay.
So because this is the Berkeley Cube Club retreat, I figured let's feature a little bit of it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So there's
It
also
doesn't
4
make
more
sense. It's
people,
okay.
but I feel like it'll be hard to get everyone.
It's okay with
Well, yeah, I think it'll be fun if we can get people into to wrap up the podcast. Like always, this podcast was only supposed to be 30 minutes long, but it is well over an hour.
Oh yeah.
So,
It's been
whatever. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
At this point, dude, we should not have mentioned at the beginning of the season that this was only going to be 30-minute episodes. Like we set ourselves up for failure because there was no way we were going to like beat that.
So I feel like for season 3, when we intro in season 3, we should say that every episode is only going to be 35 minutes. And
Well-
see how it goes.
I feel
based on our track record, they're gonna be like 2 hours long at that point. So
Yeah.
I feel like
man.
I feel like if we try and make them only 15 minutes long, then we might be able to get them to 45 minutes.
oh, we have Anne.
I mean, look. We're all.
Hey Anne.
it's
Oh my God.
Anne.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the
Hello.
It's goon
Overinspected
number
Podcast.
3.
Hello.
Hey, Anne, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, what's your favorite color? Or what's the best color?
Is it
He's thinking about it. Come on, man.
I would say.
I think it's a
blue.
little obvious.
I'd say blue.
blue?
That's so anticlimactic. That's so anticlimactic.
I have all these cubes. I can I can make them whatever color you want. Yeah, but I think that it makes sense.
Whatever color you say.
Like
Like,
of
I
course,
have
this
all
episode's
these cubes, right? So, like, I have the RS3M Super Ballcore Maglev, YS3M Ballcore Maglev Magic Close, and then I have the way long version 9.
All
Whatever
right, dude.
it
No need to
is.
show
Okay.
off. All right, dude.
Yeah.
We get it.
I
We
know.
get
I
it,
was
man.
like the
All
fact
right?
you know all
I
these
think-
names is already.
I don't even know what this cube. This is a cube that was left over at some random comp that's now sitting like on my shelf. That's like the one cube I have that's like
Yeah.
right here.
That's how it should be.
Same. Yeah, well, I was just gonna quickly say, like, of course, this episode's probably gonna end up being longer than average, just because we have like so many new people that we're inviting, and like we want to give them all a little time to talk.
Yeah. More good.
Oh, we have Sean.
goons.
We have what is it? Guest number 9 at this point of the podcast. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
I think 9.
Seek the seed.
Well, I can move,
This
I
is
can
getting
move the
so
laptop
funny.
around. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this is the
this is
Overinspected podcast.
It's getting a little absurd, I would say.
Yeah, I think
I
we don't want the episode to go too long, but I think we should give everyone a little bit of time on the mic.
That's for episode 62 and a half.
62 and a half. We're only at 625.
oh 62 and a half. I didn't think about that.
It's a
Yeah,
bonus episode.
it's probably gonna be like a bonus filler episode between 62 and 63.
Okay, fair
Pretty
enough.
sure
Well,
we
wait,
have
you're so
62
right.
and-
We should make
Wait,
a
what?
filler episode between 62
Wait,
and
okay,
63.
we'll talk about that when we get there. I think
Fair enough.
we should somehow just get everyone's thoughts about Berkeley Cube Club, because we were talking earlier in the episode about like the history of how it started. And like, I don't know if I showed you guys, but the guy who founded the Cube Club in Berkeley in 2006, I met him. He was in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Edison Park.
Nice.
Yeah, and now he does Twitch streaming. So like, he's sort of like more famous in the streaming sphere. But like that was back in the 2000s, and like you guys know what the Cube Club is like in the 2020s. So I'm not very good with segues. How do you feel
I
like
have a
Cube Club has
proposition.
affected your life? I guess Jason, since you were here first, what do you think is special about the Cube Club?
Take the seat. Take the seat.
Oh yeah.
No, the hot
we gotta rotate the characters.
Spotlight. You get the polka dot seat.
No, you should be like a Smash announcer, right? Jason.
Wait, I can't be the announcer. Okay, we have Jason. Wait, I gotta come up with like a clever question. I don't know. Just when you. Okay, when you hear that, I don't know, like, okay, when you walk into the Cube Club meeting at that time every week, what's the first thought that enters your mind?
I mean, it's just like basically just sit around and just chill with people, just cube around and hang out, talk with each other, just have a good time basically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, it's
Hell
like
yeah.
my Wednesdays are.
Vibes.
It's like the cubing meetings are on Wednesdays, and my Wednesdays are on busy days, so it's nice to just have a break at the end. And then also like after the standard cube meeting, we have an extra meeting afterwards. Where we just kind of chill out even longer until late at night. So that's nice.
I feel like I usually show up like late anyway, so I like miss the normal first half. Yeah. Yeah, but like, I guess, you know, Manu, you were in the Cube Club like 2017 to 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so like, I guess everyone here joined after 2020, right?
I mean, I was here for one meeting in 2020,
Yeah.
but it was during COVID.
Oh, it was
so
during
It
COVID.
was just
Not the
it was
same.
just different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we tried to. I think Aaron invited some people, some like alums, to the meetings in 2020, and I think we just fooled around. I think we might have done like
Yeah,
some
we did.
crosswords or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Aaron was always fooling around and doing random stuff. So
It was
Right.
like
What a
coding or
guy.
something, yeah.
Yeah. And were you also there?
Oh yeah, I was. I think I was at every meeting.
Oh, really? Oh, so they kept doing it like weekly,
Yeah.
even during COVID.
Yeah.
I feel like that's hard to keep up.
Yeah. I mean, I've had like other clubs that I tried joining during COVID, and they just after first semester for fall, they're just like, yeah, we're gonna wait until we come back in person.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
I guess if it's a club that's like requires physical
Yeah.
stuff like building a robot or something, it's just not.
I mean, that
fun.
was literally
Oh,
the club. So
I remember like I signed up for this like,
oh lol.
like social dance club at Stanford, and then like when COVID happened, like they said we're gonna teach dance lessons through like a Zoom call, and you can like watch. But it's like that's so much less than what dancing is really all about. I don't think it worked out.
I mean, we had stuff in physics where it's like, oh, it's like a de-stress thing, or like every Friday or something, we do some random de-stress event like making origami. There's
Yeah.
like one random one. There's like, oh, we're gonna dance for some reason. It's
Oh.
just at like your own home, I guess. So
Yeah,
like,
it's in your own
okay.
home. It's like you can just turn off the camera if you're like if you don't want to dance in front of a camera.
Pretty much. I mean, that's kind of how Zoom University works.
Yeah.
Yes. Same with the physics major, the rock major.
Rock major.
Yes.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
And-
Yeah, and Kazu, what do you think?
More dudes.
Reach everyone's privacy. So like, if there's anything you don't want me to say, I guess it's already rolling. I guess we could like clip out anything that's like not cool. But are you-
Yeah. I'll cut out stuff.
Yeah. Are you like
Or
cool
are
with
we?
that, like you being from Japan? and-
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so we can keep this part. So Kazu, I hear that you're studying abroad, coming from Japan. So how did you first hear about the Berkeley Cube Club? If you're like, you know, like how did you hear it through Berkeley? Is there like some forum where you heard about it?
So actually, I saw it on the decal website. So I was looking for
Ah.
a decal. If there's like an interesting class, I would take it. And then I saw like the cube decal, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll take this. And then I took it. I went to the advanced class, but then they split me in times, and I was the only one. And I was with Anto.
Oh, like you're the only one in the fastest
Yeah.
bracket.
And then Anto's like, just come to the meeting next week. It's on Wednesday. So
Right,
I started going.
Wait, had you been cubing before in Japan?
Yeah, well, when I was living in India, I used to cube a lot.
Oh, I see.
So from like 2016 to 17, I was cubing really, like, I was doing it pretty, like, not intense, but like, seriously. But then when I went back to Japan, like after half a year, I stopped. And then I came here,
Yeah.
started doing it again.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think that like when the community is there, it can like reignite some like hobbies that have faded away.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty cool. Well, in India, was there any community at your school for it, or just did you do it alone?
I just did it alone. Well, actually, my friend was solving a Rubik's Cube. My best friend was solving it.
Yeah.
And then I was jealous that he was solving it.
Oh.
So I
So you wanted to like at least like get to his level, right?
Yeah. So I bought like the
Wait,
Rubik's
this is
Grand
exactly my
Cube.
origin story too. Like
I think
my
a lot of
mods
people's
were
origin
solving it, they were
story.
faster than me. I was like, no, I'm gonna be faster.
only fuel.
Well, I have to ask you one question then. Are you faster than him now?
Yes, way faster.
I feel like that always happens.
Yeah, let's go.
It's like you think to yourself, like, oh, that
Oh,
person's
God.
so fast, and then you like you quickly get faster than them and then like leave them in the dust. Yeah.
That's how I got into it. But I only went to one comp in India. It was fun.
Right, yeah. I guess like per person, like since India's population is so big, it's like per person it's probably harder to find a competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
There are a lot of competitions in
Well-
India,
well,
like frequency-wise.
I don't remember a lot, but not really. And then like the closest one, I had to drive like 3 hours.
Oh my god.
Oh,
But
yeah,
in the
that's
United
far,
States,
but-
it's not far away,
yeah.
but from like the Japanese standards, it's pretty far.
I can imagine that being
Right,
at
yeah.
Berkeley and now you can just like take a 5-minute walk
Yeah.
and be at like Poly Ballroom or something. It's so different. Yeah.
Oh god,
Yeah, I guess Manu, like
that's crazy.
like you might also have some experience with what comps were like in India, but that was a different time period too, right?
No, I've never competed in India.
Oh, I thought you had like one competition back in 2013. Oh no, that was just the, like your ID.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah. So I used to have the Indian ID. But,
Oh right.
Yeah, but I've never competed in India. I've actually never competed outside the United States.
Well, we gotta change that. Go to Worlds
Yeah.
2023.
Maybe. I was in Korea last month.
Oh, you were? Yeah. Oh my god.
You could go
Well-
to Korea again.
I guess I could. My employer might not be very happy about that though.
Yeah, I know. That's probably like 4
Oh, God.
12-hour flights in total now.
Yeah, that's true. The flights are long, so.
Yeah, but I think it's like if you don't want to have to travel far for competitions, like NorCal is where it's at.
Yes, that's pretty true.
I bet there's also like
Yeah,
hubs,
actually, no.
hubs
No,
within like
this is an
Europe as
interesting
well.
discussion piece. Well, Ryan identified that for whatever reason, like people in NorCal will not drive to competitions.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's very, very common for people to be okay driving an hour, hour and a half, 3 hours, heck, maybe 4 hours. Their whole day they just spend driving just to go to the competition. And like in NorCal, if the competition is like more than 30 minutes driving, they don't attend.
They don't attend.
And like we know this because the Bay Area is very, very like San Jose to Berkeley and like or San Jose to Marin County. That's pretty much like the totality of like the Bay Area competitions. That drive is probably like an hour tops, including traffic, right? Well, unless you have the bridge traffic included.
Yeah.
But an hour or so, and then like people will not go. Like, I mean,
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
still fill, but people won't go, which is really interesting.
because you can just like
Yeah,
fly
it
to New
is.
York
It is a
comp
very
team.
odd quirk.
Yeah.
We're lazy bums, that's why.
Well, I'm sure some people have been to the Sacramento competitions, and that's like a 1.5 hour drive.
That's true, but SAC also gets a ton of competitors that are not like NorCal too. Like they get extra Reno people, and a lot of people fly into SAC comps because SAC comps are very well known these days. They're pretty
Yeah.
popular.
I've never flown into the Sacramento airport, so.
They have a big.
Yeah, neither have I. I've only ever
They
driven
do?
there.
Yeah.
Well, now I have to go there because I've never seen that sculpture.
I definitely feel like some of my favorite competition memories are from the SAC competitions for sure.
Oh yeah, because like you have to
It was like a road trip for
Yeah.
us. Like the road
Yeah.
trip.
road trip and a sleepover.
Dude, that stupid zip car was so tiny.
Oh, that.
You remember that?
Oh, the
right?
gig. Yeah, the gig
Oh,
car.
the gig
Yeah.
car.
Yeah, those are the days.
Yeah, those are the days. Oh god.
Yeah. Well.
Anyways, that's my little tangent.
Yeah, SAC competitions, they're still happening, so you can get another zip car and head over there.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. Shotgun.
All right, sure.
Yeah,
Who's driving?
awesome.
None of us are driving. We all just take the passenger seats.
Yeah, that's what we're
Oh
gonna do.
god.
What?
Let Jesus take the wheel.
Oh god.
Well, okay. One thing
That's cool.
I was gonna ask, this is in general, if there's any like inside jokes or like culture within the Berkeley Cube Club nowadays that like maybe former members might not know about
They got that from the other group, probably.
from the other group.
Yeah, the group before.
Did we talk about?
Oh.
How much did we talk about?
Well, like you guys know about like the 625 and the Vincent Shu Award and all that stuff is like has a long history, but like what's new?
I don't think it's good to say.
It's not good to say. Well, I'm sure there's like something
It's not good to say.
Like, I'm just
What
curious,
does that
though.
mean?
Anto, what?
If you want to edit this out, like go ahead.
I guess you could say it, and if it's really that bad, we
Yeah,
can-
like
Yeah, if it's really bad, we'll edit it.
So basically, I think most of it is just like a me problem where I've just started. I just say random shit all the time. So it's like I'll say Ben for no reason at all. I would just say it.
Yes, this meme. Yeah.
And like the thing is, Ben has gotten conditioned to the point where like if he hears a Ben, he sometimes doesn't respond because he doesn't like. Because he knows
Yeah.
it's Miller.
I think I've heard you say like Ben like 5 times on the hike, and like it was never addressed to Ben.
Yep. Not at all.
Well, I feel like
That's what a random
that wasn't
meme.
bad. It's like
That one's fine.
yeah, that one's fine.
That one's fine.
But there must be something else hiding under the surface.
Yeah. So we also a lot of us say balls a lot.
It's because of the ball.
Oh, I
court.
saw
it's a
that. So
Super Bowl.
I was looking through
Wait.
the Cube Club Discord, and like I was like, there's like all the retreat pictures, and for some reason there's a lot of mention of balls in here. I was like, what is going
Wait,
on?
is that because of the ball court?
Yeah, it's good. It's
It's
obviously-
related to that. Also, like Sacramento as well, because you can say like ball Sacramento or like Sacramento on my balls.
Well, it's also because
Oh,
of
man.
the boba that we've been having today, and there's like the pearls, which are like technically balls. I'm trying to make it kid friendly, so everyone loves boba.
Oh my goodness, man, dude, the children these days are insane. Holy moly!
I know
Look,
it's
I'm
it's
just saying
me. I'm the
the
problem
Sacramento
here.
Kings lost. So.
That was a Taylor Swift line.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
What else is there? Right. Like, you know how basically I think I've also gotten people into the Mitch memes. So
Oh, I know. It's
you have Mitch saying Mom I got a PB, and it's like, yeah, it's been spreading. People saying
I've been-
Mother, I have achieved a personal best when they get a personal best.
That's alright. That's kind of funny.
Well, I've heard people say like instead of like PBing, it's like, oh, I'm mothering, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Dude, oh, wait, I saw that earlier too, and I was just like, what does that mean? I think Tim
Like,
said I mothered my
That was you. Mother is like a verb now.
I'm mothered in OH.
Your mother is OH. Doesn't seem like English anymore because like mother and OH, like the normal American would not know what that is.
So I mothered my 5x5. Mother, I got a personal best.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh my
haven't seen like
God.
the original video. The mom and other people in so long that it's like I need to rewatch it because I gotta remind myself where it all comes from.
I feel like
Oh my
instead,
goodness.
I feel like we should definitely start directing it at Mitch. Like every time we actually break our like 3x3 single, we should turn to Mitch. Mitch, I got a personal best.
Oh my god.
Let's
like
see how long
somewhat
Mitch
aware.
keeps it up. I'm pretty sure he's tired. tired.
He
I
knows.
think he's probably
He
pretty
knows.
annoyed about it, but
God, if you ever meet Mitch, he's so serious.
I know. It's like the opposite. Like it's the last
Yeah.
person you would expect to like be the source of all these memes. But that's how the internet works. It's like the less you want something to happen, the more it happens.
yeah, I think Mitch has just embraced it at this point. He's just like, all right, it's a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. Let's see.
Shall we do a hot seat switch?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
And Sean.
Yeah.
Aiden.
Yeah,
That's
and
it, Mr. President.
Aiden and Sean.
Sure, let's go with that. And go first.
What?
President.
Wait,
Take
I feel
hot
like
seat.
I wasn't prepared today to be like an interviewer because I don't have any good questions.
Okay.
You gotta come up with them on the fly, dude. This
Oh,
is how we test your
okay.
interviewing skills.
If-
Wait, where do I look?
Oh, I
It
guess
doesn't matter.
it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
Like,
yeah.
I think you can just look at me.
Sure. I'll do that.
Let me think. Okay. If all the N by N's were deleted, which event would you main in?
Wow, this is a hard question.
That's a good question to ask, Ann. I like that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I'll just like I saw some N by N's here. I'm like,
Carrie, does this include OH, 3 blind, 4 blind, 5 blind?
yes, because they're on N by N.
Okay.
Oh, that's easy. I did Mega Minx.
Megaminx?
Yeah.
Do you
Like,
think
So I feel like that's kind of a
Yeah.
cop-out answer.
That's not a
Yeah.
cop
Outside of
answer.
It's actually
Well,
like
I think it's obvious though, right?
Do you think
Well, that's just that Mega Mix is cool.
No. Here's a better one. So you only 2x2 skew your face.
Oh no, we're all the kitty
Oh,
events.
that's easy. I pick Skew.
Skew.
Yeah, I actually like.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait,
I think it's like the one you're the
how about
best
this?
at out of all the.
Scube or Square One? On
I
square
would
one, you could
say
use
square
ruined
one,
group. By the way,
but I don't practice
So-
it that much. I just find skew more fun to just play around with once in a while.
Yeah.
Like outside of
Fair,
my main
fair.
events, I think it's a fun puzzle to solve. And after I got the Gans cube, I started doing it more often, just because of how good the puzzle was.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah,
And he also is like the solves aren't as long as square one solves,
true,
and you can't get parity.
exactly.
Yeah. So I think those are all very good answers. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
What would Tim choose?
I get okay with the NBN's back though. Like, what do you think your main event is in reality?
Okay, that's kind of a hard question because I do 3, 5, 6, and 7 equally. Like I practice each event like equal amount of times. I've been doing a lot of big cubes lately, mainly 6 and 7, just because of most of my upcoming competitions have big cubes. So those were the events I've been focusing on, and I just like doing big cubes in general, just because it's a nice break from doing the basic 3x3. And I think 4x4, I'm a little too inconsistent. Like sometimes I'll get 30s, but then there are times where I'll just get like 40s, and then there's like, nah,
And then it's like demotivating.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think like with the bigger cubes, like you also just generally improve even if you don't introduce new algs because
True,
it's like
yeah.
not that alg heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that all makes sense. Yeah, I definitely haven't touched my 6 or 7 in a while, but maybe this is my sign that I should do that.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You could mother your 6 or 7.
I've been
True.
trying to get the club to do more big cubes. Like I got
Yeah.
a bunch of them to doing 6.
It's because of the hardware.
Yeah, the hardware.
Yeah, because of the Aoshi,
I'm
right?
trying to
The
convince them to do
Aosu
7.
WRM is hella good, right?
Wait, which one is good?
The Aosu? Or whatever the 6x6 is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The 6x6
The new
is
Moyu
the
one.
Yeah,
6x6.
Aoshi. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
Aoshi.
good.
Oh, whoops. Oh, Aosu is 4x4.
The only two things I don't like about it are that it's frosted plastic, which I don't know why they went with frosted plastic. Like I think it's stupid. They should have just went with like the same plastic they had on the
Wow, alright.
new 7x7.
Dude, I love this side of Ann.
And another thing is I'm like slightly red-green colorblind, so depending on the lighting, I'll usually end up confusing red and green, which means that I usually have to look really hard at the colors just to not mix
Oh,
them
no.
up.
Oh yeah, like sometimes they make the
Yeah.
green like neon, and other times it's like
Yeah,
like
I
a
prefer
dark-
the neon.
the neon because
Yeah.
like the red is like really dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Would you
sense.
say would you say green that's closer to CCFF00?
Oh, okay. If anyone wants a color swatch of CCFF00, just select right there.
Yeah.
That's what the, yeah.
I think they're discernible enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
the GTS 2M. It might be too similar depending on what the lighting is like. Like warmer lighting, they look very similar, but in like white light, it looks completely fine to me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's good that like, yeah, cube companies are taking colorblind people into account when they make the colors. Although I wonder with Mega Minx, there's like 12 different colors. Like, do
Yeah.
any of those mix up?
Pink and gray.
Oh yeah, I have heard that. Like,
Yeah.
I know there's some YouTubers. that
Oh, that's
colorblind.
really interesting. Pink and
Pink
gray.
and gray. Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yeah. At least on what was it? Oh, on my Galaxy V2, I always kept confusing that one like pink gray edge for a. Oh wait, no. It was gray and green for pink and green. Like there were times where I would just mix those two up, and then eventually I saw that with the Yoo-Hoo V2 and the Diane V2, you could just swap out the gray side for a black side. That's what I did on both of my Mega.
You can do it for the I think you can do it for the Galaxy as well. Because I have tan swapped for black on that one.
I see.
Yeah, and that makes sense because like black
Yeah.
can't be swapped.
And
can't
it looks
be confused
nicer.
with anything.
Like personally, it just looks cooler than having gray on the Mega Minx.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to solve more Mega Minx at the Berkeley Cube Club meetings. Except there's no more for the rest of this year.
True. There will be more next year.
Yeah, there will be
Or
more
next
year.
semester, rather.
Yeah.
If you're listening, feel free to join.
Oh, that would be so
Oh,
crazy. Like, you
true.
just get random. Well, I mean, if you do the math and like calculate how many people are like within driving distance who also live in who lives in driving distance and listens to Overinspected, it's probably like 1 or 2 people. So like 1 or 2
Dude,
weirdos.
no
is
shot
not that
anyone's
bad.
actually gonna show up.
Yeah, that's true. But
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for being in the hot seat, and
Yeah, no problem.
I guess.
I always say no problem instead of thank you.
Oh,
But
And
It's
no,
okay.
no
It's
worries.
okay. He said
No, I
so.
think
I think what just happened.
there are no rules, you know. Like unlike cubing, it's like you can't DM
Yeah,
an interview.
yeah. This podcast is lawless anyway, so.
Yeah,
I
unless
feel
it's
like Anne should outro this podcast.
No, we all should outro it together.
Yeah.
Well, we can get there.
Everyone outro it together.
Yeah, I know. Like this episode's gone way too long, but I think like
No, I have an
two
idea.
people-
I'm gonna cut
two
this
people
into two
need to be in the hot
episodes, so.
Okay, so Sean and Aiden. Okay, welcome, Sean. This is okay. This podcast is like so different from what I was expecting.
Yeah, that's fine,
But, like,
dude. Let's just run
what
with
were you
it.
expecting with all of us?
Well, I think my initial thought was like most of the episodes were just the three of us talking like a conversation, and then I thought like, oh, at some point I'll take the laptop out to like everyone cubing at a table, and everyone will just go like, hello everyone, and it'll just be like a fun little like minute-long clip of like look at all these cubers together. But I mean I like this, you know, even more because then you actually get to meet the people who are, you know, in the Berkeley Cube Club. So don't think that this is like a burden, because it's fun to meet people.
It's like 5 episodes worth of stuff.
Oh yeah, like we could like split this halfway through.
No, exactly. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm
Yeah,
literally
we'll
gonna
cut
make
it.
it into 2 episodes. So we're doing double the work right now.
If I push this back,
Or,
then
it's not double the work. It's double the efficiency. There we go.
yeah, double the efficiency.
And after the first episode, you leave it on cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. Clever. Well done, Jason. I see you have the content in mind.
Yeah, I know. It's like
There you go.
the content creator like mindset's already in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Sean, I saw that earlier today you got a new 6x6 PB. Oh, multiple, right? Or was it just one?
I got one on Saturday, so yesterday.
Okay,
so I got one today.
So like 2 in consecutive days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all like massive PBs.
Right. So like, what was it before and what is it now?
It was like I think it was either 244 or 246 before, and then on Saturday I got a 234 randomly.
Oh, so it's a 10-second drop.
Yeah, it was a 10-second drop, and then today I also randomly got a 234, but it was like a slightly faster.
Yeah, I think I saw that one. It was
Yeah.
like 0.1, right?
Yeah.
So that probably means you're like trending downward. Maybe we'll get like a 232 tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you think out of everyone here, is that the fastest 6x6 time? I don't want to compare. I don't want to compare. Actually. Oh, that's true.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I'm just trying to like frame it because like I haven't been doing big cubes for a while, so like I know that when I started, like the world record was like 208 or something. So like to me that already sounds like close to the world record, but now the world record's sub 1. So I always have to like recalibrate, you know, what I think times are with the new hardware. Yeah.
God, 6x6 sub 1 by Max is still bizarre
It's
to me.
insane, man. So crazy.
It is truly bizarre. I don't know which one's more bizarre, 6x6 sub 1 or Stanley's 4 blind sub 51 or 50. Dude, that's actually bizarre.
Also
But
crazy.
both of those world records are just
a drop of
unbelievable.
like
to me.
10%. Yeah.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about Max's 59 is Kevin Hayes did a 1-hour video of his.
Oh yeah, I really like those.
Yeah, and I watched the entire thing because I wanted to get better at 6x6. And the conclusion is that 4 years ago, when Kevin Hayes analyzed one of Max's other solves, he was like for centers he was just doing bar, and Kevin Hayes was like roasting the shit out of his soul. I mean, really roasting his soul.
But then like this time.
And then this time he realized that like he's a lot more efficient generally.
Right, because like sometimes you can like build squares.
Right. And so now like his solve is like almost perfect.
Yeah, so maybe like Max watched Kevin Hayes' video and just like learned from it. Yeah. I think like it's good that, you know, Kevin, who's like a retired speedcuber, is like making these kind of explainer videos.
Yeah.
Because like if you just watch the world record video, it goes by too fast.
Yeah.
To like really glean any information from it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you watch any of other like Kevin Hayes' other stuff?
Okay. He also had like a very long Tuesday tip series that's like 50+ episodes, entirely on big cubes. And I watched a lot of them to figure out how to do last 4 edges efficiently.
Oh yeah, because that's like a step that you can like can cost a lot of your solve.
Yeah, like it currently costs a lot of my solve. And so, yeah, I think like the way that Kevin Hayes analyzes things is very interesting because, like a lot of his points are very theoretical. So to give an example, okay, like when he's talking about centers for 5x5, like when arguing whether or not to preserve a center, like he'll think about how long on average would it cost, like how long would it cost to think about preserving it, and then based on that you make a decision on whether or not to preserve it.
Oh, so it's
Stuff
like
that.
the time it takes just to think about things is like already part of the decision making.
Yeah, and I think that's what I like about his videos.
Yeah, it's like some people might just kind of like add up the time it takes to turn, but there's more to it than that. Yeah.
That Tuesday Tip series was a really, really good one. I don't think at the time there was that many tutorials laid out in that way, and I think he did it on Twitch, right? Like he live streamed them, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, did he? That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, Kevin Hayes was one of the cubing Twitch OGs too.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, those Tuesday Tip series were very, very good. I remember watching a few of those myself.
I feel like they're very ahead of its. Okay, I don't know what the time was like back then, but it's like, yeah, I just feel like he was probably ahead of his time for YouTube.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, it must
I think at that time he was still world champion. 2017, because he got a world championship in Paris. That was for 6x6. Very, very like unexpected, I think. Like he beat out Felix, and I think at that time Max was already favored at that time. But yeah, that was pretty impressive. So he was like the top of the top. That was his like top of his game for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like I know that like he has made, I think, multiple messages where he says he's retired. So like maybe once he gets his mind off of trying to be the absolute best, like that's how he can pivot his mind to like, you know, what kind of content does the cubing world want right now, and that's how he comes up with these ideas.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
it's not. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for being in the hot seat, Sean. I'm sure. Oh my god.
Oh, it's Aiden.
Yeah.
Hi, hello,
Aiden.
Aiden.
How are you doing?
Hello, Aiden.
Hello, welcome to the hot seat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time to grill Aiden on his deepest, darkest secrets about his personal life.
Oh my god,
That's what the show is.
Questions, and now you're gonna get the hardest one.
Okay, let's go.
What's your biggest fear that wakes you up in the middle of the night?
Oh my goodness, wait, you actually went for it.
Oh well, I mean, you don't have to answer.
All right, no, okay.
Like
Great.
kind of is my way of saying like, oh, this is all a joke.
Okay,
but
what
if
about
you
this?
want-
Like, what is your spiciest cubing hot take?
Okay, that's probably more relevant.
Oh. Wait, I'm still out of the loop of like cubing, I feel like. So
It doesn't matter, dude. That'll make it even more spicy.
Cause like I have like started keeping less and less in like the recent times, so I've stopped thinking about it. So there's nothing like spicy that comes to my mind. But
Dude, if I were you, I would just say like, I think my hot take is that cubing is mid.
wait, hold on, wait.
That is
Wait.
Like in a room full of cubers.
But I think it's
That is how I feel about it though right now.
Oh, there you go.
Good
The
to get a
hot take, the
perspective,
cubing
right?
hot take.
Like cubing is definitely like I'm not here to cube. I'm here for like to relax and chill with people, you know? Like
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
and like
Oh yeah. That's
I'm
totally true.
gonna
I mean, it's
fess
a
up.
club retreat, right?
Yeah.
Like
I'm gonna
it's supposed
fess
to
up,
be
like,
it's supposed to be different than the normal things.
I haven't like been to the Cube Club like most of the semester because I didn't really want to cube. Cause like all we do in Cube Club is cube, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to cube right now. I want to do something else. So like, I like it's all built up. So then, I mean like I always like plan to go to the retreat because like the people are here, and we still cube, and cubing is fun once in a while. But like my cubing right now is like I get tired after like 30 3x3 solves, and like how am I supposed to like practice if I can only do like 30 3x3 solves, and like how am I supposed to branch out into other events? Like that's how I feel about it right now.
Right, yeah.
That's valid. I think that's a very fair hot take. I think you might need to talk to Kevin Hayes about the retirement aspect, you know?
Oh my god.
Do you think you like get to that way of feeling when you reach a plateau, or is it just because you think you've checked off all the accomplishments you wanted to do?
Oh, I feel like I can definitely get better. Like that's like one thing that I've like believed in myself in. Because I know what I need to work on, which is like already pretty big, and I have room for improvement. Because like my 4x4 time is like abysmal, right? Like I'm averaging like over like 110 when I average like 12 seconds in 3x3. So like
Yeah,
there's, like,
that should not be happening.
giant disparity. Like my 4x4 time definitely can improve. Like, but like I don't know. Like I just don't feel the urge because I know you heard my opinion about keeping, right?
Yeah. Well, like, during the hike today, like I think I overheard that you also do rock climbing.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so like maybe it's just that like you find that other hobbies, you know, are more fulfilling.
That's true. I spend way more time climbing and playing volleyball more than cubing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's like better exercise for the body because you don't just want like really buff fingers, you know. Yeah.
No, actually.
Yeah, I mean, buff fingers, you know.
Like has the grip strength, right? Yeah.
Gotta have like, strong wrists.
Yeah.
No, I think climbing will probably do a better job with that than cubing. Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about cubing too is like, at the end of the day, I think everyone goes through those phases, and I'm not saying you're gonna get out of that phase, but I was at a point where I could not do one solve, like, and I think I pretty much quit for like a year, but that was like 1-2 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a little bit related to like why I stopped like delegating and organizing as many comps. Not like the full reason, but like sometimes you just want to do other things. Like you said, I think other things are more fulfilling. It's not like cubing's not fulfilling, but it's like those are better, and you only have so much time in the day. Like that's the other thing too. If you cube like, and if you do like a session, it takes up like, if you do 30 solves, so it'll take you like 30 minutes to an hour. And if you want to do like an actual practice, it'll like just 2-3 hours of your life that you never get back.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'd much rather do something else.
Yeah, I don't got time.
Like I was just exercising before.
Yeah.
Way better than cubing. So, I could totally relate to that. Yeah, cubing's mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, cubing's mid. Wow, you've convinced Chai. Well done. Yeah, I like this hot take.
I think it's good, to just hear a difference of perspective because, like, maybe an hour ago we were all saying like, oh, the Berkeley Cube Club is like the best thing on earth. It fosters friendship and it's time to like.
Well, I mean it does, right? Because like, you don't have to be into cubing to still like hang out with your friends. So
yeah, like I've definitely been in clubs in college where it's like I stopped caring about what the club was about, but like I kept going for the friends I had made. Like one of them was about like urban dance, and I knew that like I sucked at dancing, but like because I like signed up for the performances, I'm gonna keep hanging out with the friends and stick it out through the rest of the quarter.
Yeah.
So
I think that also keeps me like with like activities, like especially with like the things I stick with, my hobbies right now. Like I keep returning to them because like there's like such a big social aspect that I can return to.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy like going and talking to the people there.
Right. And I'm sure like within climbing and volleyball, like you have your friend groups there.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Would hate to see you disappear, so it's important to keep coming back.
Yeah, just like the hobby is just like the way we can get together and like form the relationship. I think that's like the cool thing about it, because like you're both interested in this one thing, but then you can also doing it together makes it like 200% better.
Yeah, well,
that's pretty based.
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of how like when humans evolved like thousands of years ago, it's all in like villages and tribes, and it's like gathering the crops. You do it together so that like it's not lonely or something.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I didn't study like early human evolution and stuff, so don't quote me on that.
No, it makes sense.
Actually, I feel like gathering you have to do more solo because you have to spread out. But maybe once like agriculture started and like you have a farm that you can like, it's all within earshot, then you can start like chatting with your fellow farmers. I don't know.
So essentially,
are you suggesting that that's where water cooler talk began on the farm, like 4,000 or 5,000 years ago?
I don't know. I mean, like, what else are you gonna do? Given that you're farming like 12 hours a day, right? Like, I've
Yeah,
heard
I
it's a
guess-
lot
I
of
guess you're
work.
right.
I hope there's no farmers like listening and being like, bro doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, to be fair, we were also talking about farmers like literally thousands of years ago. So I don't know if
Yeah,
if the farming techniques back then apply to now.
Like
that's
They're
true.
gonna drop this podcast in the farming group chat.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are. Yeah. Well, I'm willing to get like flack from the farming community because like I know I have the cubing community to back me up. So if it all burns down, you guys will defend me.
Who cares, dude? I just want the views.
Oh,
More controversy,
no,
more
the-
views. So
We gotta
World
create
Farming
cubing
Association.
drama. Like that's how we get.
no, see, the thing is, it's too hard to create cubing drama, right? So let's go create farming drama instead.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Okay. Well, okay. There's like millions of farmers though. I'm getting kind of scared now.
That's fine. We just need to raise
That's
our
okay.
army of cubers.
There's thousands of 8-year-olds.
Oh my god.
They outnumber us
Yeah.
1,000 to 1.
And
Well.
it's probably fine.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the next generation of kids that'll assist us.
Yeah, never mind. We're doomed. We're gonna lose.
Yeah, I know. I mean, because like they have
Something
like
we
the
can do.
giant tractors that can like
no.
run over or
Oh.
like basically it's like if you have your cube, you can't really defend yourself against anything. But
Well, you can with 30 TPS.
with 30 TPS, that's really, yeah. Jason can do an E-perm in what 0.6 seconds.
0.6, 0.7. It's like 30 TPS.
Yeah, whatever 30 TPS is. So
Wow, that's wild.
I'm pretty sure like this video will be uploaded in 30 FPS, so that's one turn per frame of the video.
Oh yeah, huh? Yeah, that's pretty funny. Huh.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll defend us from so many farmers. All those E-perms. Really.
You can scare them off.
I know. Yeah. Well, I really don't want beef with the farmers, to be honest. If
Well,
okay.
you want beef from the farmers, though, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, poultry, beef.
We bought bacon earlier today. Now, okay, this conversation's like the fact we're talking about a groceries.
Where is this going, dude?
I mean, like, what did we buy today?
Well, you got
We bought-
36 eggs earlier.
Yeah, we got 36 eggs.
Yeah. I mean, some guy said hi to you in the grocery store.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
completely ignored the
Yeah.
rest of us.
Yeah, like we were in the grocery store and like this like middle-aged guy just said hi straight to me, like he was looking at me, and then I was like, hi. Like I thought it was like maybe someone I knew, but it wasn't. And then like afterward, he said like,
Have a good day.
have a good day, but that was to everyone, right?
Yeah, it was weird because he walked past like every single one of us, and you were at the end of the line, and then he like directed his hi at you, and I got like scared. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I think like
That's
I was probably like the last one he could like make eye contact with because like everyone else had already gotten far enough away.
So then you turn around and start talking, saying like hello to other people. They
I know,
continue
well,
this trend.
I feel like it's a lesson to, I don't know, like maybe like if I feel like if it was someone I did know and then I like turned the other way, then that would like hurt their feelings. So I have to first make sure, like I have to recognize their face, compare it with every face I've ever seen, and make sure like, oh, did I like have a class with this person in high school? And then once the answer is no, then I turn away.
He's running his machine learning algorithm in his head.
Yeah, that's basically what we're doing, right? Like facial recognition. It's like, you know, you have to do it in a split second.
Yeah, so you need to have your like brain needs to have a hash.
Yeah, that's what it's like you have
yeah,
buckets,
yeah.
like,
I guess you're right. Yeah.
a bucket for like high school friends, and like a bucket for like creepy strangers,
Okay, yeah.
and a bucket for like college friends as well. Except like you might have a college friend who looks like a high school friend. So.
Well, that means that you need to fix your hash function so you can reduce the collisions.
Yeah, you need to oh my god, yeah, that's actually what you need to do.
Yeah,
I
that
guess
is
that's
actually
one
what you
thing
need to do.
That ties together everyone is like computer science. Or, I mean, like I think even if like the people who like study physics or something, like I'm sure there's enough CS overlap that.
Yeah, definitely.
Some of this makes
I do
sense.
so much coding in physics.
I don't know, like simulations, right? Like.
Oh no, I just did so much coding in robotics. In high
Oh
school,
yeah,
so
so
I
you know,
understand.
yeah, you know, yeah. Well, I think.
Okay, Aiden, I have one random question for you.
Yes.
Have you fallen asleep less times on this retreat than last year's retreat?
No, every time I've gone in the car, I went to bed.
Even for like the 5-minute car ride.
It hasn't changed. Well,
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna defend myself. Last year, I did come to the trip pulling an all-nighter, so I was really tired.
and then I didn't get much sleep the day after, or like when we got there. So then I was even more tired. I'm like, bro, I can fall asleep anywhere. But the car.
That's exactly what happened, dude. I think you knocked out on one of the beds. I think downstairs, and then Aaron. I think Aaron just tried to wake you up, or no, I think Vivek dragged you out of the bed, right?
No, he didn't. Aaron woke me up 3 times.
He did wake. Wait, he woke you. So he did manage to wake you up.
Yeah.
Because I thought Vivek went downstairs and then he was like, Aaron, like I tried to wake up Aiden and like I like threw him out of the bed and he's still asleep.
Oh.
But maybe he just exaggerated that.
Maybe. But okay, this time around, I had like an okay amount of sleep coming to the trip, but the car's really warm. So then,
oh yeah,
it was the perfect temperature to go to bed. So then I didn't end up going to bed.
Yeah, it was a pretty warm car. Yeah, but that's true. But like, I guess anyone who went to retreat last year also got to meet Manu. I guess it's obvious for you.
Yes.
But like,
I see. I've been replaced with Carrie now. So.
I know that's what I was.
But I think that's
I
a good
didn't
trait
know
too.
that like this retreat thing happened, so it wasn't intentional. In fact, I learned about it like 3 days ago. Yeah. But yeah.
It's okay. Carrie's got he's a good replacement.
Yeah, I was gonna say exactly. He's a positive trade. So.
Yeah, and then like next year, Chai, you can be the replacement.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I'm a net negative. I'm a net negative.
You can bring latte
compared to
that
Carrie.
Positive.
Oof. I'll bring latte. He'll be positive.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Latte's just been posturing in the back.
Like by next year, I mean the club will still be like even more active next year. I think.
Yeah,
Like,
for
not
sure,
that many people are graduating.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good. I think when a club doesn't have that many like seniors it's depending on, it will probably last. But like, yeah, next year I might be in Los Angeles, so like it might be hard. I still want to come to like Berkeley Cube stuff, but
just every week.
Imagine you fly every week on Wednesday.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I have a friend who like lives in Seattle, but then like works in like the Bay Area, and he does fly back and forth like not every week, but I think every other week.
I know
That's still crazy. Wow.
Yeah, but like if you're making like 500K a year because like you're a software engineer, it's like I guess
it's not so bad. Because like a flight could be like $100, right, round trip.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Especially like
Yeah, I guess, and the Seattle flight isn't probably super long either. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, like because Alaskan Airlines is probably like a hub between the two, Seattle and SFO.
Probably
for sure.
And like if you
And you can probably get frequent flyer miles or whatever from that too.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
so
the
I
same
think
thing.
specifically Seattle's cheap.
Like that airline is gonna love you, so they're gonna try to like pamper you as much as possible.
Yeah, true businessman, business
Yeah,
class.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So to carry, that could be you.
Oh, I mean, fly twice a week for the Berkeley Cube Club and get frequent flyer points. I mean,
Sounds not a bad deal, right?
Well, no, I have to think about like what I'm gonna get from the airline though, because like if it's an airline that doesn't do that, then it's not worth it.
Get sponsored by the airline.
Sponsored, yeah. If I say in my video,
Sponsored, yeah.
shout out to
This video has been sponsored by Delta Airlines.
Spirit Airlines. Probably not
You get
Spirit.
sponsored by Spirit.
I don't think Spirit does that. Actually, I don't know a single YouTuber who like shouts out an airline. Right? I hear like Squarespace, Skillshare, Audible, Raid
The
Shadow
Onions.
Legends, yeah, and like HelloFresh, Blue Apron.
Right,
No,
yeah.
no
Yeah.
airline companies. Yeah, they all become memes. That's like the most embarrassing
Wait,
thing.
you know, I watched a video where it was about the most. It was like the most boring day in like.
Oh, is it by half as interesting?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then,
Oh,
it
I
was
think
like-
I think I heard about. I think I saw
Yeah.
this video.
But
too.
at the end of the video, he was like, "But a day that will never be boring is a day with HelloFresh."
Oh yeah, because like Sam always has like the weirdest segues, right? Like,
Yeah.
like or like they'll always say something like, "Oh, like this murder victim never got the chance to learn a new skill, but you can learn a new skill with
No, so
Skillshare."
wait, so I think the person who writes that is actually Ben. I think Ben does most of the writing for half
Oh.
as interesting.
Wait,
So
no, not
maybe the
this
critical
Ben. We're talking about Ben from Jetlag, and that.
Yes,
whole
yes,
crew.
Ben Doyle,
Yeah.
but also Ben.
Yeah. Wait, so like Manu, you also watch Jetlag, right? Or
Yes, I love
Okay.
jet lag.
Does anyone here watch Jet Lag?
I've heard of it.
You've heard of it?
Yeah, I just know it's like hella expensive.
Oh
like
yeah.
What they do.
Yeah. I know that like they also try to like carbon offset each flight like 10 times over, so it's like even more expensive.
Shoot. Okay.
But I know that like within the cubing community, there's like some overlap with the Jet Lag fandom. Yeah, Ben's my favorite. He follows me on Twitter, so if you're watching, Ben, let's meet up.
Oh, really? Wait, that's so cool.
Yeah. But yeah, Jet Lag is a different conversation. I guess we should bring this back to cubing.
It's for a different episode.
Yeah, I mean, this episode's gone on for a very long time, so I guess we should get like final thoughts if anyone wants to add anything before it ends.
I'll leave the hot seat.
Bears.
Oh, there was like a warning for bears somewhere.
There
Yeah,
was.
the grizzly bears.
And we were like, or you guys, not me because I'm not a bear. You guys
You
can
are a
handle
tree.
that.
You're just a tree.
Yeah, like you have camaraderie with the bear. Like they'll know
True, yeah.
the secret handshake.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, shall we get
Episode
the
over,
rest
bye.
of the people into the room to do the sign off, and then we can just fill the time in between with something.
Oh, well, we don't have like a official sign off, right?
Yeah, but like, we
it's
can
lots
end
of-
the episode is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
End the
Ben's
episode with
back.
everyone saying goodbye, and then probably the audio is going to peak or whatever. But
Oh, that's true. Do you want everyone to say goodbye at the same time? Or
wait, what'd you say? Wait, what'd you say?
do you want everyone to say goodbye at the same time, even if the audio?
Yeah, sure, yeah, whatever.
Wait, what if someone cubes and then like say goodbye when right when they finish?
Alright, and.
Okay, I like it.
The
Okay.
president.
I mean, okay. Whoever wants to do it.
Pass around the cube again.
Oh, it's like what? It's like what, one move factory, right? Like
Yeah.
Oh,
everyone
we did.
just-
We did one. Wait, we were able to do a one move factory with Rue in what was it? 1 minute and 8 seconds. 5 people. I just wanted to say that
Wow.
because like
It's not bad.
I was really impressed with that.
Really?
Okay, so we
Okay,
did
so we're-
one
what are we
move
saying
team
once we're
factory.
Are we doing? No, let's not.
Okay.
It's gonna take
No,
time.
you're
But
gonna
what are
expect
we-
legs
what are we
crossed.
saying after this?
Dog ears.
We could say
8 seconds.
I don't know. What is our catchphrase? Best. Oh yeah. What is it? This was Overinspected, the best cubing podcast in the world.
And then we'll say go Bears after you say that.
Okay.
Okay. I'll say that then.
Okay, I like it.
Okay. Okay, and 8 seconds. That's probably a long time ago. Where he's going. Awesome. All right. Thank you for watching Overinspected, the greatest cubing podcast in the whole universe. And
Go
Bears!
Woo!
Yay!
Thanks, Berkeley Cube Club. Holy shit.
Awesome. Wow.
Okay, bye y'all.
That was a crazy episode.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
I'll see you next week.
I'll see you
next
I'll see you next week.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
What an episode.
I gotta end this audio.